Okay, so I've got another one. It's Estuko versus Dam, and this time it's actually the Terran player who's needing my help. So as you can, because you're Terran doesn't always mean you win. Anyways, so I'm going to be helping him out, and let's take a look at this production tab. And in a few seconds, you're going to see part of the reason why you lose. It's macro, macro, macro. Please go look at some of my videos on your economy and how to macro your economy a lot better, because that's where you really lose, especially against a cheesy rush. First off, I don't know why you placed your supply depot there. Really weird placement, as it directly blocks the path to the gas. Even when you put it down, well, I guess you put it down, it really doesn't matter. We're talking Terran here. So anyways, oh, there we go. There's our SCV. So, really didn't build that SCV. I don't know where it was. You really don't know your build orders yet. Most basic standard Terran build order that's pretty safe, pretty economical, unless you're getting 6 pool rush by a Zerg. But anyways, you go 12. Well, you got your supply depot at the right time. Just around that 10 mark, you get your supply depot. It finishes off at the perfect timing, so you can keep building workers. Get your barracks as soon as you hit 12, or 150 minerals at 12, and then get your refinery at 13. That's what you should be doing. You really didn't build worker for a while. You started this late, so right there, off to a bad start. So really just practice that build order, get better at that. And why did you cancel that? Oh no! Oh, it's you back so far. So I have no idea why you cancel that. Also, you're queuing up 2 at a time. If you find that you're canceling this because you're short on minerals, just only queue up 1 at a time. Anyways, you should be moving your workers to gas right away. Unless you know you're going to be doing a lot of Marines early on, but as long as you know you're getting some Marauders or any factor or anything, you really should move 3 on there right away. Okay, you got your barracks, you got a couple Marines coming out. Now, the thing is, you really want to put them here, abuse that high ground advantage. And the other big thing is, this barracks, I would have never put it right here. Even though you don't put your barracks right here. So it's still not walling in, but the reason why you want to put it here is you can see probes come up the ramp, and you can defend, and you can know if they're planning on doing a proxy pylon. You can see that probe come in, and you can just get an SCV to follow it, and make sure they don't do a cannon rush or some proxy pylon in your base. And so, you know, very important. And of course, these Marines, you want them right here on this ledge, because that way they will attack units as they walk by towards your base, and as they're going up the ramp, you get that high ground advantage, you get some extra free damage. And has anyone been paying attention to, I'm sorry, I don't make, you know, I know you're a low-level player, I'm not trying to make fun of you, but where are your SCVs? If we look at the income count right now, 19 over 22, so he's not doing a ton better than you, but partially that's because he's going for a Zealot Rush, early Zealot Rush, but really, where are your workers? And of course, not using your mules. There's no point getting orbital command if you knock mules. Going back to production, I do like the fact that you're getting siege and siege tanks against Protoss. That's great, but you really, it's the macro. It's completely the macro that lost you the game. First off, you weren't building enough workers. That was a big problem. So that was problem number 1. Problem number 2 is you're not building enough production facilities. You know, so you got your 1 barracks, you end up getting a factory, and you're just getting your other barracks, but you have 750 minerals without even having full saturation. So really what you want to be doing is you want to be getting out those barracks a lot faster, especially, you know, and you really want to be getting out some more production facilities earlier. So really look at some build orders, practice some build orders. That's a review, is really getting good at that first 4.5 minutes of the game. By 4.5 minutes you should actually have your factory and 2 or 3 barracks instead of just 1. So really that's the big thing here. That's most of your problem. And of course, going against Protoss, I assume that you knew before the game, but even if you don't, as soon as you see these Zealots, you should be getting Marauders and concussive shells. Other than concussive shells against oh, this is also bad too. Your tank, you let it get way too close because you really weren't paying attention. What would have been nice is if once your army was under attack, keeping an eye on that mini Casino units, you could have stopped your tank before it got too close to units, got a few free hits. I love the fact that you come back here and you put your workers on repair on the tank as it shoots at them. A couple too many workers, as you can see, but a couple that are doing nothing. So you really should have left a couple on these minerals here. And once these were getting attacked, you really should have just moved them away, done something with them so they wouldn't keep getting attacked. And what are you building? Nothing. You've got tons of minerals and you're way too focused on this. So as soon as you're under attack, you know, you started getting to repair, this is attacking on its own, everything's looking after itself. At this point, I say, you know, just start building stuff, you know, you can sort of ignore this. You really want to be getting on those marauders. Throw down another barracks or two right now. Throw down a bunker in your mineral line. You know, you're really going to need to just throw out a lot of units. But then again, the main way that you would have been able to hold off and beat this Zealot Rush is just by getting out a lot better build order, a lot better macro at the beginning of the game. So hopefully that helps you. Really, there's, you know, you're just going to have to practice and get better. There's nothing specifically, you know, like, oh, this is the one little mistake, you played really well other than this mistake. No, it's just, you know, as you said, it's just not great macro. And of course, your rally points, I would right click on a unit, have it rallied, that way they don't come out of the barracks, walk over here, and then start attacking. That way they start attacking the unit right away. It's just a little thing you can do. Of course, you're not even building tanks anymore. That would have been an idea. You got siege, but it's no use. It's no use when your tank is... No, bring these units over here, attack! So I'm not quite sure, maybe you were too busy on trying to do a secret expansion and you were trying to run away. I don't know what you're doing. Really what you should have done is just focus on this base, focus on putting out units, putting down some more production, and keep attacking. You probably would have been able to hold this attack off, and I don't know if you would have made a comeback, but you definitely could have held it off. But, you know, what really would have done is just if you had a better build order, been a lot smoother at the opening to the game, would have made a big difference. Of course, those concussive shells with the marauders. Strongest unit against gateways is just marauders. Like if you had just had two barracks pumping out marauders non-stop with concussive shells, that would have been great. And then maybe a third one pumping out some marines, and you could have kept coming out with siege tanks, and I think you would have been just fine. So hopefully that helps. There's really not too much I can give you in advice until you get good at your macro. This little funny micro, as you can see, doesn't win you the game, even though it's fun to do. So really just work on that macro, work on your opening build orders. That's the best advice I can give you. Definitely take a look through the videos on my channel or wherever you want to go for your tutorial needs. And hopefully you'll become a better player and stop getting owned by Zealot Rushes, because nobody likes that. Okay, have a good day.